Hey, have you heard the whispers? There's a new kind of excitement in the air, and it's not just idle gossip. It's the kind of buzz that gets people talking in coffee shops, texting their friends, and scrolling through endless threads online. Everyone seems to be asking the same question. Is it true? Could this really be happening? The rumors going around about Pi Network airdrops? It's all over social media, in online forums, and even in those late-night group chats. People are sharing screenshots, speculating about dates, and trying to figure out if they're about to get a piece of the next big thing in crypto. People are talking about free Pi, and honestly, it's got everyone pretty excited. The idea of getting something valuable for simply being in the right place at the right time is thrilling. It's like being part of an exclusive club where the rewards just show up, and all you had to do was show up yourself. And it's not just happening in one corner of the world. From students in dorm rooms to professionals in bustling cities, people everywhere are tuning in, hoping to catch the next big wave. The global reach of Pi Network means this buzz is truly international. But what's the truth here? Are these airdrops real? And if so, how can you, get a piece of the action? With so much hype, it's easy to get swept up, but it's also important to pause and ask the right questions. In the world of cryptocurrency, airdrops are kinda like surprise gifts that suddenly show up in your digital wallet. Imagine waking up one morning and seeing your balance jump, all because you were part of a project at just the right moment. Think of it like stumbling across a $20 bill on the sidewalk. It's unexpected and it feels awesome. That rush of finding something valuable out of nowhere is what makes airdrops so appealing to both newcomers and seasoned crypto fans. But like anything in the crypto world, it's super important to understand what's going on before you just jump right in. There's a lot of noise, and not every rumor turns out to be true. Some airdrops are legit, while others might be too good to be true. Scams and misinformation can spread just as quickly as real opportunities. That's why it's crucial to do your homework, double-check sources, and never share your private information with anyone you don't trust. Pi Network already made history with its massive airdrop back in February 2024. It was huge. Millions of users around the world received Pi tokens, and the event made headlines across the crypto space. But even with that kind of success, there are still some risks you gotta think about. The crypto world moves fast, and things can change overnight. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement, but you always need to keep your guard up. Remember, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your money. The more you know, the better decisions you'll make, and the safer your investments will be. So, let's dive in and break down everything you need to know about Pi Network airdrops. We'll look at how they work, what to watch out for, and how you can make the most of these opportunities. By the end of this, you'll be armed with the knowledge to navigate this exciting part of the crypto world. Whether you're a curious beginner or a seasoned crypto enthusiast, you'll be ready to separate the facts from the fiction and make smart moves in the world of Pi Network airdrops. So, airdrops, are they really free crypto? Sometimes, yeah, it's true. But let's dig a little deeper because there's more to the story than just free money. In the world of crypto, airdrops are one of the most exciting and sometimes confusing ways to get your hands on new tokens without spending a dime. But how does it all work, and why do projects give away their coins for nothing? Airdrops are kinda like those free samples you get at the grocery store, a little taste of something new, hoping you'll love it and want more later on. Just like a bakery handing out a bite of their latest pastry, crypto projects want you to try their token, get familiar with it, and maybe even become a loyal supporter. It's a clever way to introduce people to a new ecosystem, and it often works wonders for building a community. In the crypto world, projects hand out free tokens to create some buzz and get people actually using their platform. The more people who hold and talk about a token, the more likely it is to catch on. Sometimes, these airdrops are given to early adopters, or to people who complete certain tasks, like following a project on social media or using their app. It's all about spreading the word and rewarding the community for their support. Remember Uniswap? They did this massive airdrop back in 2020, giving away billions of dollars worth of their Uni tokens. If you'd ever used Uniswap before a certain date, you woke up one morning to find a small fortune in your wallet. For many, it was a life-changing surprise. Some people paid off debts, others reinvested, and a few just celebrated their good luck. Honestly, it was a genius move. People loved getting free crypto, and Uniswap just blew up in popularity. Suddenly everyone was talking about decentralized exchanges, and Uniswap became a household name in the crypto space. The airdrop didn't just reward users, it turned them into passionate advocates, eager to spread the word and help the platform grow even more. Then, there was Pi Network, totally shattering records in February 2024 with their own multi-billion-dollar airdrop. The anticipation had been building for years, and when the tokens finally dropped, it felt like everyone in the crypto world was talking about it. People who'd been mining Pi on their phones for months or even years were suddenly rewarded for their patience. It was the talk of the town. Social media exploded with stories of people receiving their Pi tokens, and debates raged about what the price would do next. For a while, it seemed like everyone was either celebrating or scrambling to learn more about Pi Network and its future. But hold on, it's not always sunshine and rainbows. While some airdrops can be incredibly rewarding, others come with risks and disappointments. Sometimes the hype is just too good to be true, and reality sets in fast. Remember Hamster Combat? They did an airdrop, everyone got super excited, and then, the price crashed. People who thought they'd struck gold watched the value of their tokens plummet almost overnight. It was a harsh reminder that not every airdrop leads to instant riches. It was a tough lesson, not all airdrops are created equal. Some projects have strong fundamentals and real utility, while others are just riding the wave of hype, hoping to cash in before interest fades. It's important to know the difference, or you could end up disappointed. Some projects just want to create hype, and when that hype dies down, well, so does the price. The initial excitement can be blinding, but if there's no real value behind the token, it's only a matter of time before things cool off. That's why you'll see some airdrops make headlines one week, and then fade into obscurity the next. The takeaway? Airdrops can be amazing opportunities, but it's really important to be cautious and do your research. Look beyond the free tokens, check out the project's white paper, see if they have a real use case, and try to understand what makes them different from the rest. Sometimes the best airdrops are the ones that reward you for being part of something meaningful, not just for showing up. Don't just jump into any project because they're handing out free tokens. Scams and pump and dump schemes are everywhere, and some airdrops are just bait to get your personal information or trick you into connecting your wallet to a shady site. Always double-check the source and never share your private keys. Look at their team, their goals, and their long-term vision. A strong project will have transparent leadership, a clear roadmap, and a community that's genuinely excited about the future. If you see those things, you might just have found an airdrop worth your attention, and maybe even a project you'll want to stick with for the long haul. Pi Network has always been about rewarding its users. From day one, they've been giving out Pi tokens to people who actively participate in their network. It's kind of like earning rewards points for using your credit card. The more you use it, the more points you rack up. In the beginning, Pi Network rewarded users for simply running the app on their phones. This process, called mining, helped secure the network and let more people join in. It was a pretty simple way to get involved and earn Pi along the way. But, things are changing. Pi Network is evolving, and so are its rewards. They're now focusing on building a real-world ecosystem where Pi can actually be used for everyday transactions. This means new opportunities to earn rewards. Think about things like verifying your identity, KYC, running a validator node, or even just using Pi-powered apps. These are all ways you can actively contribute to the Pi network and maybe earn more Pi in the future. Okay, so you want to get your hands on those sweet Pi bonuses? Who doesn't, right? Whether you're a longtime PI enthusiast or just getting started, everyone wants to maximize their rewards and make the most out of their Pi journey. But how do you actually boost your chances of earning those coveted bonuses? Let's break it down step by step, so you can be sure you're not missing out on any opportunities. Here's a rundown of what you can do both now and in the future to increase your chances. Think of this as your personal Pi bonus checklist, simple actions you can take today, and some to keep in mind as the network evolves. First up, if you were an early bird and were mining Pi on your phone, you're already ahead of the game. Those who joined the Pi network in its early days and consistently mined Pi have already demonstrated their commitment and belief in the project. That early participation could set you apart from the crowd. Those early efforts could pay off big time if Pi Network decides to reward early adopters. Many blockchain projects have a history of recognizing and rewarding their earliest supporters, so your early mining activity might just be your golden ticket. But don't worry if you joined later, there are still plenty of ways to get involved and earn bonuses. KYC, or Know Your Customer, is all about verifying your identity. This step is crucial for the security and legitimacy of the network, and it's something you definitely don't want to skip. Think of it like confirming your address when you open a bank account. It's a way for Pi Network to make sure everyone is who they say they are, and to prevent fraud or duplicate accounts. Pi Network takes security seriously, and KYC is a big part of that. Completing your KYC not only protects the network, but it could also be a requirement for unlocking certain bonuses or features in the future. Plus, it could be a factor in determining future bonuses. If you haven't completed your KYC yet, make it a priority, because you never know when the next round of rewards will be announced. Also, remember those Pi-powered apps we talked about? The Pi ecosystem is growing, and there are more and more apps being built on the network every day. Using them actively could be another way to earn rewards. By exploring and engaging with these apps, you're not just having fun. You're also showing the Pi team that you're an active participant in the ecosystem. The more you engage with the Pi network ecosystem, the more valuable you become. Whether you're testing new features, providing feedback, or simply using Pi apps in your daily life, your activity helps the network grow stronger. Feeling tech-savvy? Running a validator node is like becoming a security guard for the Pi network. Validator nodes help secure the blockchain, process transactions, and keep everything running smoothly. It's a more technical role, but it comes with its own set of rewards. If you have the skills and resources, setting up a node could put you in line for special bonuses and recognition from the Pi team. Even if you're not a tech expert, you can still contribute by helping others learn about Pi, sharing your experiences, or inviting friends to join the network. Every bit of positive engagement counts. And finally, Pi Network is all about community. The project thrives on collaboration, support, and positive energy from its members. Being an active and positive member can go a long way. Whether you're helping out in forums, joining community events, or just spreading good vibes, your contributions are noticed. Who knows, they might even have special surprises for their most dedicated supporters. Sometimes, the biggest rewards go to those who show the most passion and commitment. Just remember, these are potential ways to qualify for bonuses. The Pi Network team is always innovating, so keep an eye out for new announcements and opportunities. Pi Network hasn't released all the details yet, but one thing's for sure, being an active and engaged member is always a good strategy. Stay curious, stay involved, and you'll be ready to grab those Pi bonuses when the time comes. Unfortunately, whenever there's money involved, scammers come out of the woodwork, and the world of crypto is no different. With all the hype around Pi Network airdrops, you can bet that scammers are trying to take advantage of people. Here's the thing. Legitimate airdrops will never ask you for your private keys or passwords. Never! They might ask you to do certain tasks on their official platform like KYC verification, but they'll never ask for your sensitive information. Another red flag is being contacted out of the blue with promises of free Pi. If you receive a suspicious message or email, don't click on any links. Instead, go directly to the official Pi Network website or app to verify the information. If something seems too good to be true, it probably is. Remember, scammers are clever and always coming up with new tricks. Stay vigilant, protect your information, and only trust official Pi Network channels. Now let's talk about the big question. Will airdrops make the value of Pi go up or down? The truth is, it's complicated. Think about it like this. If a company suddenly gives away a ton of its stock for free, what happens? Often the price goes down because there are now more shares available. The same thing can happen with crypto. When a lot of Pi is released through airdrops, it can create selling pressure. This means more people might be trying to sell their Pi, which can drive the price down. We've actually seen this happen with some other projects.